phone program. My name is John Featherston. I'm a former migrant shelter director. It was the biggest mistake of my life. The biggest mistake of my life. If the physical violence that I took, the mental torture that I took, the rapes that I saw that never got prosecuted, little girls being raped, and I would personally drive them to the police station and the state would just cover them up.
You believe Maura Healey should be prosecuted?
I believe Maura Healey should go to jail for the rest of her life for the crimes that she's committed, yes. She's covered up rapes, she's covered up crimes, she's covered up sex trafficking, she's covered up drug dealing. The story that made national headlines, like I said earlier, is the man who impregnated his teenage daughter. You know, that man still has not been held accountable to this day, and it's been over a year. This gentleman, who I do not know or do not recognize, if he lives in the shelter in Marlboro, what he does is he gets free housing every day. He gets free meals every day, but he's also signed up for EBT card benefits, WIC card benefits, probably got a cell phone and a iPad computer through the Obama phone program. So he basically lives for free. And if he receives EBT card and has a family, probably taking in about $3,800 a month in EBT card benefits. His wife is probably making about another $400 a month in WIC cards, women in crisis cards. The shelter, when I was there, provided free diapers, free formula, which I found that they actually ended up, because they were getting benefits, they were actually selling the diapers and formula on the black market, or selling one or more of their EBT cards on the black market. So essentially, people had all of their bills paid for and were bringing in excess of $50,000 a year. So as you saw yourself, a lot of these residents, they have brand new cars, but when they have a doctor's appointment in Boston, or they have a immigration hearing in New Hampshire, you think they use their own car? Nope. They say, "Oh, I need an Uber. I need a Lyft." The amount of money that we would spend on Ubers and Lyfts was well in excess of $100,000 a month.
A month?
A month, yeah. So you were over one. I would say a good estimate was about $1.2 million a year, just for Ubers and Lyfts. Yep.
As I walked up the hill to the actual entrance of the shelter, I stopped this white car driving down and asked to speak to him. What he revealed to me shows immeasurable waste happening inside migrant shelters. Do you live here?
No.
No? Are you an Uber?
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
Yes.
Oh, Uber Eats. A nonprofit that's already charging the taxpayer $42 per migrant meal is also ordering Uber Eats to the shelter. Quick recap. $10 million went to a restaurant named Spinelli's to feed migrants for 8 months. The owner of that restaurant refuses to speak to any journalist and is a donor to none other than Governor Maura Healey. And the Mercedes cab company got paid $6.8 million to drive around migrants for only 2 years. Both of those deals were no-bid contracts, meaning no other business had a chance. Elliott got paid over $34 million in taxpayer money to run just 3 shelters. If you look at Elliott's total revenue as well, which is basically just tax money because they're a nonprofit, it went from $135 million in 2021 to $220 million in 2024. They stood to gain tremendously from the migrant crisis.
Want to talk where it's not private property?
The whole thing is private property.
The whole thing? You guys got the whole thing? So who does it belong to?
Trespassing.
Can I know who it belongs to?
Yeah, let's go.
You're gonna call 911 already?
Trespassing. Please leave. He wants to go.
But let me just say, you want to call 911? I was here for 1 minute. Hey sir, how you doing? We're doing a story on the area. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Oh, so this is clothes for migrants.
I'm answering any questions.
This is nice. So we're paying for all this.
Definitely curious as to what was going on with the clothes here. I asked John about the clothes.
This hotel has 2 washers and dryers because, as I said, it was originally set up as a corporate hotel, and there is a huge New England hockey facility down the road down there. So they used to do a lot of business on the weekends. So there was always small laundry facilities. But as the hotel got overtaken by migrant families, there was not enough capacity, and there were fights breaking out over washers and dryers. So the state contracted this company to come in 5 days a week and do everybody's laundry. You put your laundry out by 7 o'clock, it's back by 5 o'clock, and it all comes back folded in these nice bags, and it's free for The taxpayers of Massachusetts pay for it. I once literally had my boss tell me, I was like, well, how much do you want me to spend on new coats for, the migrants? What's the budget on it? Well, don't worry about what the budget is, just buy what you need. So, they all got very nice coats. They all got very nice hats. They all got very nice, gloves. Anytime, like you had a baby, you would get free diapers, you get free, formula, free baby wipes, free crib, free stroller, free car seat. Everything is free. I cannot stress the word everything is free. And there was no budget. Just buy it. Amazon, as good as Lyft and Uber had it, Amazon had it 10 times better. Every day I would order tens of thousands of dollars worth of product from Amazon every single day, 7 days a week. A year ago, I would have 10 empty rooms, but the state would still get billed $180 a night for those 10 empty rooms. They would still get billed for the meals in those rooms too. So there is a tremendous amount of waste and or fraud.
Now it's the migrants' turn to pull off an incredibly fraudulent scheme.
Ronald Joseph got an EBT card. The next day, Joseph Ronald got an EBT card in the same room. People were double dipping, triple dipping, getting benefits that they weren't supposed to be getting. What Governor Healy did was actively recruit at the southern border and worked with the Biden administration to send migrants to Massachusetts. Now, it's only an educated guess on my part, but Healy did this because she had ulterior motives. She wanted a job inside the Harris administration, or what she thought was going to be the Biden administration. I've heard some reports it's $3 billion. I will tell you it's closer to $4 billion that she has just done this under the guise of she's helping people, and she's not helping people. Where do you see the legacy media exposing this in Boston? You don't see these stories by the local media. You only see them by the national media. And guys like you, doing the real journalism. My name is...
She's about to regret her decisions.
Hey!